Obviously it finishes here, Dartford 1, Charlton 6, but at the end of the day it's not really about the result on a day like today.
No, I'm delighted about the run. I thought for 60 minutes were very, very good. I thought half time I was delighted about the shape we kept the team, because we knew we would have a lot of a ball, but except for a sloppy goal, and I thought the shape was very good. I was delighted with the first half, to be honest. And the first 15 minutes I was sloppy again off a goal. But if you take it out of it, I thought we've done very, very well. This is the last half an hour then you looked at, you've got young kids. I think there's 9 academy lads involved all through, and trialists as well, except for Cameron Brody, all trialists and academy boys. And I can't be really buy into that the last 60. You can't really do anything. So I think it was 2-1, wasn't it, when the lads come off, and that's the first team at the minute, and it's up to everybody else, and people have got coming in. And obviously I had the 2 centre forwards out today because they're not ready to play yet, and Luke Allen the same. So I've had them into it, and obviously 1 or 2 more we're looking at, so I think we're in a good place. I'm pleased. Like I said, it will look as 6-1, but I think everybody was in the ground today, and everybody else knows it wasn't like that, and I was really delighted how we're done. I thought we couldn't have done any better for now. Like you say, young kids, that's what they've got to learn. They've got to learn the trade by playing against quite a lot of experienced players out there with a lot of league experience, and obviously a couple of girls score a few goals, and we could have probably, but the young lads would never had that in their lives, so it's a great learning curve for them. And it's on my head that I could have went and got 14 trialists in, and made sure it was a bit more respectable. But what's the point of having an academy here if we're not going to use them? The only way you do is put them in, let them crack on. At the end there, when we played a bit of extra time for the lads and all that, like behind closed doors, there was a bit of a kickabout, if you like. There's 4 younger kids coming in, and they've done very well as well. So I think the club's in a good footing. It's up to me to nurture these young kids along. Yes, putting them in one go was probably like a gamble on my part, but what I meant to do is get some of the kids in who, or somebody here, like a lot of our lads would have been in academies for the last 5-6 years, dying to play in front of 2,500 people, dying to see what they can do. What's the point of me getting a trialist in who's going to be here for 1 game? I'd rather stick with the academy boys and let them learn the trade. Good way to learn. Yeah,
and Charlton brought a very strong side today. Throughout the game they had a very strong side when we switched it to the academy. You'll be happy that so early in pre-season we're challenging these type of teams with these type of players as well.
Brilliant. I knew it was going to be tough, because I looked at the team sheet and thought, bloody hell, they've went to full whack, which is great. Fair play to the manager. He said he was going to bring the first team. He has done. I appreciate Charlton's help as well. Good support here today of both fans, to be honest. But the bottom line is that I look and I'm thinking, okay, for 60 minutes, really delighted about the shape we've kept. We're talking about the shape we've got to keep in the team, and we'll play some really good football at times. You've got to relax a little bit more, because when you're another cosh a bit, when you get the ball, sometimes you tend just to go a bit long or give it straight back. And it wasn't like that, to be honest. We kept it at times, and I was delighted how we had done. So I couldn't have praised the lads enough for 60 minutes, and I was delighted about the day, to be honest, because again, when you look at the second 60 minutes, where there's a few goals, obviously, you're still looking at 8-9 academy lads getting on the pitch at the right times. Brilliant. But we'll go a bit shorter on the squad on Tuesday, and in the next couple of weeks we'll be ready to play 90 minutes, and 1 or 2 I'll be adding to the team. I think we're in a good place.
Yeah, talking about shape, you've obviously implemented a new style that we haven't played here before in the last few years. Are you happy with how pre-season's gone, and shape-wise that they're playing the way you want them to?
It's going to take time. We've only had 1 training session doing it, because we've only trained 5 times, and we've only had 1 game at doing it. But I like to move the ball quickly. I do. I like a good football in the right areas as well. I like my defenders being strong, and all the wide ones getting balls in the box. Like I thought the 2 wing backs attacked well. If everybody was fit, we would have played a 4 today, but people were out, so we changed how. But that's going to happen in the season. The battling qualities were there. I've seen people putting the bodies on the line in the first half. Defensively, except for the 2 stupid goals were conceded, but that's going to happen in pre-season against a side like this. So really, it's been a good day. I've got to say, it's been a good day, an interesting one for me, and it's been an enjoyable day. Our lads will learn from them little mistakes. The young lads will certainly learn from their experience. Let them kick on.
Yeah, there was a few trialists out there. Did you learn what you wanted to from these trialists and how good they are?
I like one, to be honest, and stuff, and I'm trying to move that forward. I am now. Straight after this, I'll be moving it forward. So I like one of them. But you get a couple who maybe is not quite ready yet, and you get a couple who, there's only a few trialists, and most of us were kids wanted. So if you look at the back 4 in the second half, and that's, you had a trialist in there, but you've got 3 young academy boys playing there. 3 young academy boys and a trialist in the back 4, and plus a trialist goalkeeper. It's going to be difficult getting against these league players. You know what I mean? So I'm sort of pleased how it's done. So the bottom line is it was always going to be like that. So yeah, you learn about the young lads and how physically. I just said to them, it's a physicality thing, and all the rest of it. But listen, a few leagues up from us, a good side and good manager who's obviously we wanted to impress on their first game. A lot of our lads impressed me as well. I thought Sammy Carruthers was excellent, to be honest, our best player. I thought he was, get him right to be one of the best in the league, so I was pleased with him and all that, and one or two of them done okay as well. I just see, I'm a hard man to please, so I just don't like the goals we concede. Down our right hand side here, should have done better. Down on our left hand side here, I mean, left back's got to do better, and plus we've got to do better in the middle there, so little things like that, but we'll work on all these, we will. The train will get them out. 4 weeks ago, I think we're in a great place, I really do.
Millwall now on Tuesday, are you expecting a bit of the same?
It'll be tough, but we'll not have 45 players here today, because how we had to play a 60 or 30 or 30 behind closed doors, if you like. It wasn't a really proper match, it was like a kickabout, if you like. We had to do it because we had to obviously do what Charlton wanted to do, to be honest, which is fine, no problem. It'd be a bit more 45 on there. It means we can play probably people 60 and get people on just for a little 20-30 minutes at the end when they know they haven't got to play an hour. So hopefully we'll have a couple of injured players back by then as well, and make it a bit stronger, and if we do that we'll not be far away. So I'm looking forward to Millwall.